What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with part 3 of the 50,000 sub celebration video. You guys really liked it last time. I'm going to do it again. We are going to do an entire war recap. That's right, top to bottom, every attack that we did against the Duck 100. Let's see. Well, they didn't use many of their attacks, really. It's not that close. We won't go through there. We got a long video ahead of us. We will get started. Very good job to everybody at OneHive. You'll see all the attacks here. Most everything got cleaned up. I think everything got cleaned up except for obviously the Town Hall 10's got 2 stars. So let's watch it. Snoop taking on this base. This is that common form space, I believe. I think the one that a lot of people do the Hocus Pocus or whatever, the 20 witches on. Snoop brings 6 golems, a bunch of wizards, and his heroes. And if his heroes were max, he might have 3-starred this thing. 8 levels on the queen and 7 levels on the king could have made a big difference. You got 3 jump spells, just letting everything in, go right wherever it wants to go. You see all those golems way out front doing the tanking, which is perfect. The CC troops coming out. He's got a lightning spell for them. Right there, he drops it. Boom. I think he takes out the witch and most of the defenses there. You see the queen's over there too. Sorry about that. Got a little knock there. So if she had gone down to something, just an extra wizard or something there, she's doing a lot of work on those golems over there, so that would have been better had that not happened. But the queen and king are in the core. It drops the rage there. They're just hollowing that core out in no time. You see the 50% is already there, basically, right there. Boom. The king starts to go over towards that queen, gets a double bomb, and goes down right there. Finally, the offensive queen takes her out, uses the ability. But pretty much that's all spent. Guys, sorry, I should have thought to put the stop on Bindle as well. Did it on GroupMe. But the everything's coming in, taking up the last few defenses that they can. We'll start to fast forward here. He does have a few more wizards that he could have used, but just things petered out. Again, that queen doing that much work on his golems, all that. But a very, very nice attack. Absolutely crushed it. Got the 2 stars, so good job. Next is Plow, taking on their number 2. You see he's got some Valks in the bag there. That's pretty cool. Just a few giants here to get the CC lure. Pretty easy lure. They didn't have to kill anything, just a few giants. Everything comes out, so that's very easy for Town Hall 10. Just brings him up to the top here. And drops his anchor. That's nice. Waiting for that witch to try to work her way out. A few barbs there for distraction. Drops his witches and the queen to back it up. So that's pretty much standard stuff. She's going to take care of all that. A few wizards now finally go down, just flanking and to start creating a funnel. You see right there, a few golems go down. Actually 4 golems, I say a few. 4 golems spread out all the way across this, basically half of the base, backing it all up with wizards. Going to let everything start clearing that trash out of the way so he can get his troops right in there to the middle. A few wall breakers up top, opens that up, and a few on the side there. King goes down, and then right here, he's going to place this jump spell, boom, and get those redheads going in. You want to get those right into that core to help everything out there. You got to get that rage down, though, to get those Valks in there quickly. Take out that Inferno Tower. Freeze there, that's beautiful. Might have been just a little earlier on the freeze, but no big deal. It would have been nice to have a heal for those Valks in the core, too, I think. He did have the freeze spells, but a heal there would have been pretty big, but they're pretty much spent at this point. But the king's in there doing some work. The queen's coming in from behind, backing everything up. Golems are still doing some nice tanking. And then right here, the queen is going to lock onto that town hall and take it out. Uses the ability, goes ahead and locks it up, 49%. 2 stars inevitable at this point. We'll start to fast forward. He does have a few troops for the outside just to pick up those extra percentage points. So really nice attack. Good job getting those Valks right into the core. Again, I wish there would have been a heal for them, so I think they had some time to heal up between the 2 Infernos. But still, very nice attack, Plow. Fast forward because this one's over. All right. Moving along. Number 3, PPB. Taking it out for us. Let's see here. Is he coming in from the side? Golems going down. 4 golems. Has he got 4 or 5 he's going to bring here? He's got CC troops still. What's he got in there? Anyways, 4 of his own golems. Backing it up with wizards. Everything working in that trash, getting it out of the way. You see he does have lightning for the CC troops there. They're coming out right there. He's about to drop it. Yes, he did have a 5th golem in there for that CC. So that's cool. right there. A little late on the, I think he got a little distracted and missed a lot. He did get the witch taken out, but that's pretty much all he took out with that lightning. So messed up a little bit there, but not too bad. Troops are going in, got a heal spell and a rage down for him. So everything's moving in very quickly. Those golems are out front, still doing a lot of tanking. They're about to start busting into golemites, which actually is going to soak up more of that Inferno Tower's damage, at least for a short while. The king right there locks onto the town hall. The queen sitting back doing a little sniping. She's on the town hall. Boom, it's about to go down. And then all it's about now is getting those extra percentage points. He's got still a lot of troops in the core. Still has some golems doing some good tanking. The queen and the king are both in good shape still. Just use the king's ability. So he's working his way through. The queen's working on a wall there, I think. I mean, blows my mind. She could walk right over there. Anyways, she's working on the wall. Finally gets it broke down. Here we go. She's going to take out a few more buildings, and then he does have a few wizards and archers in the bag just for spare percentage points that he needs, but he's not even going to hit. The queen's going to get it done right there. 50%. We'll fast forward. The rest of it's just getting a few more extra percentage points on some outlying buildings. So good job to PPB. Really nice attack, man. Okay, 20 cents. Get a drink while he's doing that. All right. Moving on. Now the 3-star start. This is the only one here by Snoop that was taken out by a 9.5. Their top Town Hall 9. I think it was almost 3-starred by a Town Hall 9. And then just we had those guys 2-star those bases pretty quickly, and they just had some extra attacks. So I think he jumped on this one pretty early. So right here, a few golems go down. Wall breakers start open everything up, just backing it up with some wizards. He's just going to Laloon this thing. Obviously has to go in here, get the queen taken care of, at least one air defense, and the CC troops. So that's what he's doing. The funnel's created at this point. Goes ahead and drops his queen and king down. They start working their way right in. You see that queen's very exposed. Doesn't even need the jump spell to get to the queen, but he's still going to use it to let those golems get in a little farther, do some more tanking, let the queen get in closer to those air defenses, things like that. Right there, the CC troops start to come out. He's got a lightning for him, letting that witch catch up a little bit, and then right there, the witch is still back there a little ways. I think he actually got it. Wow, that was pretty nice. Was to hit her really hard on that one bolt, because I think it's the only one that hit her. Both air defenses do go down. The queen's still doing a little bit of work, and then here comes the Lava Hound attack. Just coming in from different angles, backing it up with balloons. You guys know the deal at this point. Working that counterclockwise motion. Very nicely done. Drops a rage to get those balloons to that air defense a little quicker. Right here, his last Lava Hound goes down, and then again, just balloons to back it all up. A lot of traps on those back end air defenses, which is a good setup. It just was a little too late. And with being a Town Hall, 9.5 Town Hall 10 offense, that extra spell, that extra troop space, it makes it that much easier. Taking nothing away from Snoop was a nice attack, but that's expected, for a 9.5 to be able to crush any Town Hall 9. So good job, man. All right, moving along. Number 5, Shadow. Shadow is just killed at this war. I mean, just 2 beast attacks, 6-star war. Him and a couple other guys just stepped up and just tearing stuff up lately. Where's he coming from this one? Using most of his time here at 255 when he started dropping troops there. Drops a couple giants and then just a few hogs up the middle. Just going to tank some of that point defense and get the CC lure, take out a defensive building. So that was nice. Gets it all done. Brings them, let's see here, down to the bottom. Just drops an anchor, nice safe spot there. A few barbs go down for distraction. Witches go down. Good delay between the witches. That's nice to see. Queen up, backing it all up. And then I think he'll drop a wizard or something right here. But, normal clan castle kill stuff there. People ask me all the time, about CC kills. That's the combination. That combination is just safe, especially on first attacks. It will take out anything in that clan castle if you do it right. So it's just what we normally bring. 2 golems go down, wizards down immediately to create that funnel to back them up, start removing those trash buildings out of the way. Let's see if he's got, no, he didn't have any wall breakers. He got a jump spell that's going to let him in right there in that junction. It's going to let him in all the way to that big compartment with the wizard tower, and the queen will obviously jump right over. Boom, there she goes. King goes down, so he's moving in now. He's about to lock onto the queen right there. She shoots, he comes in. Going to use the ability, I'm sure. Oops, he locked onto that wizard tower, actually. Now he's going to go. Look at this. He goes to the king first. Wow. That's so crazy. Is he going to get to the queen? Let's see, he's about to go down. The surgical part of the attack has already started. Yep, he got to the queen, took her out, and a very quick surgical. You know, he worked his way completely around the base with his hogs very quickly. He already knew where he wanted to place his bombs. On cleanup attacks, you can do that. You know where the Teslas are. You can see the map in its entirety, the whole base. You know where heals are going to be needed most likely. So when it's a first attack, it's better to sort of slowly surgical the base and let it develop and learn where things are and place your heals accordingly to that. When you already know where everything's at, it's fine to spam it like that because things go down that much quicker. It just happens all at once, but the defenses are going down more quickly. So right there, everything's down. He's got a few hogs left. The queen's ability just used it. Those hogs took out that last wizard tower. That was the only defense left, and so there it is. Cleanup time. We'll start to fast forward as he crushes the rest of that base. Very nice attack, Shadow. Everything done correctly, and just really nice attack. All right, let's see here. Moving right along. What we got next? Number 6, Soon taking on number 6. This base, and I'm going to show it. I'm not going to hold anything back from you guys. It's a go we wipe. It's a good one. He did a good job of it, and he's got those beefy level 30 heroes, so he gets away with it. And really, if you look at this base, it only has one compartment. It has that swastika core to it, and everything else is open. You know, it's not even connected. It's like these little spring trap things. So really, a one compartment base, and Soon takes advantage of it and just crushes it with the go we wipe. Drops a giant here just to get the CC lure. Going to bring that all out. Just bring it down here to the bottom. Very nice. Uses the minion for an anchor there because there's nothing, no archer towers, no air defense around. Okay, what's he got here? Just, I think, normal kill squad stuff. A few barbs for distraction. Drops his witches down. Yep, right there. I think he's going to drop his queen to back it all up. Yep, there she goes. Boom, queen's down. Everything's going down really quickly there. He's just got to get caught up on those skeletons and get to that witch, and it'll all be over. Right there, a few more things. Drops a minion up top there. Just going to start creating a funnel on this side. His kill squad will create the funnel on the bottom side, and then right there, golems start going in, and they can get such penetration because look at that, they can walk all the way up to that mortar, which is basically in the center of the base. So again, a crazy base design, crazy layout. Backs all that up with a P.E.K.K.A. and the king, so they're heading up right behind that golem. And then the same thing sort of on the other side over here, golem and a P.E.K.K.A. He's already got the funnel created, so they are going to go in another P.E.K.K.A. up there. So he just sort of taking advantage of those two spaces that they can go through there. And then obviously he has a jump spell that's going to let everything into that core. Again, that swastika core that goes in all directions there. So all moving in right there. They're inside. Uses the king's ability. Let's see what else he's got here. He got a few rages. Hasn't used a rage yet. He does have another jump spell. You see he brought 2 jump spells. Lets those P.E.K.K.A.s in on the opposite side there. So that was good. Rage right there in the very center. Letting everything work its way through. He's got 1 giant and a few more wizards to drop on the backside here. He goes ahead and takes out this stray cannon that did not get taken out there, so that was a good move. Get it out of the way. And then as everything just works its way through, again, there's nothing really holding back the P.E.K.K.A.s, the golems. They can go anywhere they want to go. Nothing's really stopping and working on walls. This is open enough. The queen's not even working on walls. When that's happening, you know it is a wide open base. So he uses the ability to help her take out the last few defensive buildings. You see this wizard tower goes down, and then the archer tower. All that's left, we'll fast forward. Good job, Soon Thorn. Making me show a go white, basically. You ought to be ashamed. I'm just joking. Good attack, man. All right, again, Shadow, 6-star war, just moves down a couple bases and wrecks another one for us. Let's see, where's he coming in at this one? Again, just drops a giant. Few hogs, going to take out a defensive building and get the CC lure. So good usage of troop space there. Triggers a spring trap or 2. I couldn't tell right there if there was 2 of them or just 1. But anyways, triggers one of those. Brings it over to the side. Normal kill squad here, guys. Barbs down, witches, wizards. Queen to back everything up. Normal stuff there. All that's going down. And then he's just going to come in, I believe, from this queen side. He's got 2 golems, 1 in the zone, 1 in the CC, and just going to spread them out and let the queen sort of do her thing behind it. I think it was Shadow that was talking the other day that he's really transitioning to almost always using 2 golems just because he's got those high-level heroes now. The higher level heroes you get, the more you're going to get out of them. while those golems are tanking. All those golems are doing is buying your heroes and your kill squad time. It's there however much time you can keep them in front of them and keep them doing the tanking and they're still alive. And obviously, when you have high-level heroes like Shadow does, they can do a lot with that time you give them. So you see right here, they're still doing a lot of tanking. The heroes are basically untouched, both abilities unused. They're still working their way through, and he's already coming in with the surgical part of his hog attack on the queen side there, helping her out a little bit, and then just works his way around the base. Those troops are already getting into that core. The king's over here doing a little tanking. That jump spell was perfectly placed to let him all the way in there. Drops a heal spell for those hogs up top and on bottom. Right there, the first giant bomb goes off, but the heal's in perfect place for it. He's got one heal left. He's probably just going to drop it right in that core. Yep, right there by those Teslas. Just absolutely destroyed this base. Absolutely wrecked it. Beautiful attack. We'll start to fast forward because this one is all over but the crying. King's about to go down in the core. Boom, he goes down with the town hall, and that is a 3-star. Good job, Shadow. Absolutely wrecked this war. Keep it up, man. All right. I hope you guys are going to like these long videos. It seems like the celebration videos are always long. On number 8, Nate Swag. Taking it out. What do we got here? This looks a little bit... it's like a strange... No, this is not really general. Kind of the same layout, but not really. Just drops a minion to start that funnel. Free funnel start up there. Drops a golem. Which wizards on the other side to create the other side of the funnel. No lure here, obviously bringing the lightning for the CC troops. Everything's working its way in. He's got 4 lava hounds back there. Obviously a lot of moon attack. Queen goes down, and right there the jump spell and the king. I'm going to let everything go straight into that queen as soon as she fires at him, and these 2 wizards go down right there. Boom. He's on it. Almost messed up because of that balloon that lets the queen take it out, but the queen goes ahead, comes in here, gets locked onto the defensive queen right here in just a moment. Right there. Boom. And she goes down. So a little bit risky there. Almost sent the king in too soon with some of those CC troops still up, and he didn't have time to actually take the queen out. But then just starts, mission accomplished, takes out the 1 air defense, the queen, the CC troops, and he just starts his Laloon attack after that, starting about 3 o'clock and then working a clockwise motion just around the base, sending in, targeted balloons on each defense, placing those rages where he needs them, letting that lava hound cut across the middle of the base, and then right there sends his last one in with a few more balloons on the backside. This is why we do clockwise motion. You see these balloons cutting across the middle and taking out that air sweeper and taking out that Tesla. That's what the clockwise motion does for you. It keeps the balloons from just circling the base and getting taken down by those center defenses. It makes them cut right through there and help out the balloons on the backside. So there you go. A few troops for cleanup. Nice wizard down there next to those high HP storages as the balloons work their way up to that last defensive building. So right there, we'll fast forward. It's nothing but cleanup. The king's still wandering around there, but that is no threat to anything left. So right there, boom, goes the 3-star. Good job, Nate. Okay, number 9, Soon Thorn. Soon, that's a 6-star war for Soon as well. Awesome job, man. Just killing it. This is a base very similar to one that I attacked, and it's a 3-star, but it's a terrible attack. You'll see it. I think it's next. It's like the same base or something. Right here sends in a giant and just a few hogs, a couple balloons for that archer tower down low. Just to get it out of the way so when his kill squad's working, didn't have an archer tower firing in on them. A few balloons on that cannon, take it out, and to get the sea sealer. So all that's done goodness gracious, successfully, and drops a minion down here at the bottom to do the anchor, bring everything down. He's going to drop a few barbs for distraction here, an archer, and then let's see, the barbs, got 3 of them there. Just letting that witch work out a little bit further, and then right there, barbs for distraction. Witches go down. Get all those skeletons out front. Wizards, and obviously his queen is going to get... If I keep getting those pop-ups, guys, I'll stop. I'll splice out and shut it down. Sorry about that. Right there, taking everything out. Boom, boom, goes down. Then he comes in with just 2 golems, 1 on each side here. Wizards to back everything up and clear all that trash out. Make his funnel. So that's perfect. A few wall breakers to open up this bottom compartment, and then right there he'll have a jump to let everything into that core, which is exactly what he needs. This wizard getting stuck on this storage over here almost cost him, which is sort of what happened to me. I'll talk about that when I do mine. When he drops his king, it's trying to go to that collector over there. Had all those skeletons and that wizard not been there, right when it goes down, it does reroute to the core. His king would have went for a walk. I think it probably still would have been a 3-star, but you never know. Stuff like that can really hurt your raid, as I've shown you guys recently. First bomb goes off on the core. The king's in there. The queen's sitting back doing some sniping. He elected to bring a few balloons for these wizards on the outside, and then just 2-finger drop his hogs into these 2 compartments, and obviously he's going to drop some heals for him here in just a moment. Those balloons do end up taking out those wizard towers, so that was a good move. 1-for-1 trades, essentially. A few hogs go flying there, but he's got the heals down now. All he's got left really to worry about at this point are those 3 archer towers up top, and he does have a heal for him there, so the hogs can get up there, do their thing. You see a lot of cleanup already underway. About half the base is already down. Last few threats go down, and at that point, it is just cleanup. So good job, Soon. Absolutely killed it this war. All right. Next one, I believe, is mine. Nope, 10, Geo. All right, what Geo do here? Let's see. This one, very nice attack. You know, go Loon attack. This is a base I actually hit and screwed up on. Drops a few golems here and comes in with just wizards to back it all up. Wall breakers right there get taken out. Same thing happened to me. That's a tricky little spot to get wall breakers into there. That when they get in range, that Tesla pops and it targets them, and before they quite get there, everything else is not quite in range. So a little bit tricky there, but the funnel was created perfectly, and the king gets to working on the wall. Obviously, the goal here is to get inside and take out that defensive queen. He's got a jump spell to let everything in, and he wants to get the queen in range to take out at least one of those air defenses. So right there, I'm not sure why on this one. I remember watching this. The queen went down, but he still didn't drop the jump spell. The king, I think, was working on the wall till he died there, just trying to get to those few wizards that are standing behind it. So I'm not sure why he didn't drop the jump. The queen didn't need it, but some of those other troops could have used it. But it's okay. Everything gets taken out. The queen gets up there, takes out that first air defense, and then a Tesla. So that's all good. Time to start the air attack right here. Let's see. He starts from the bottom, maybe. Nope, from the side over here. Drops the first Lava Hound, targeted balloons. Again, working that counterclockwise motion on this one. It's perfect, just works its way around. You see the last Lava Hound going down already, and those backside balloons, again, helping push those things into the core instead of just working their way around the base. You see these first balloons cutting across the middle. That's exactly what you want to see. Lava Hounds are starting to bust. He's only got one left, as a matter of fact, but the air defenses are starting to drop. That second rage might have been just a little bit off, but not bad. I did get some use out of it, and then right there, the last air defense goes down. All he's got left is this wizard tower and that mortar, so very little threat there. Still has that jump spell, so if he needs it, he can drop it whenever. I guess he could have just brought another rage. We'll start to fast forward here. It's just cleanup time. Everything's working around base. He has the balloons and the minions, or the lava pups, on the opposite side of the base, which is always nice. You get a little bit quicker cleanup there. Good job, Geo. Okay, moving on. Number 11, here's mine. Again, I think it's a very similar, if not the same base as what you saw Soon hit a while ago. Just dropped a few balloons down at the bottom, a few hogs over. I actually thought those hogs right there were going to be in range of that CC, so I dropped an extra one. I didn't think I was going to take it out to get the lure, but ended up having to, but no big deal. Between the balloon and the hogs, the lure gets done. Drop a anchor down at the bottom, witches go down, and then I just, normal kill squad, a few barbs for distraction, queen going down, backing everything up. I think I lose a witch here. I don't remember where exactly it happens. I dropped my golems already. They're moving the way in now. Watch right here on the left side. I don't know how this happened. Didn't mean for it to happen. Somehow the king gets dropped. Here in just a moment, I'm going to select some wall breakers and get in there and bust the wall. And when I go, I didn't even notice the king was down. When I go to drop my king, all of a sudden I look up and he's halfway across the base. So I have no idea how that happened. Just fat fingered it. So I just went ahead and used his ability, let him take out as much as he could. I thought I was probably screwed here because I didn't know if I was going to get in and get that queen taken care of. But dropped the jump spell. Everything starts working its way into the core. The queen, luckily, back here doing some good work, and then I just come in with the Asian wall. I don't know if you could, I'm sorry I wasn't zoomed out enough. On the top, dropping a few heal spells there. just went all the way across and let the hogs work their way in. The queen finally does lock on, I think, right here, or those skeletons do. The queen does too. Takes out the defensive queen just in time before those hogs get down there, and I drop my last heal spell on this group of hogs over here to the left. Just let them take out that X-bow and the last wizard tower. The queen sort of went to the right here, working on the town hall and all that, but she's going to come over and help with this mortar and the X-bow that's left, and I've got a few hogs as well. Just go ahead and use the queen's ability, get it taken down, and then pretty much just clean up time. A few hogs left, plenty of archers, wizards, witches, all that to help with cleanup. So besides the king, pretty clean attack, but that freaked me out because I still to this moment do not know how it got dropped. I didn't mean to, didn't notice it during the attack. It just sort of happened. But oh well, moving on. Number 12, hold my beer. Let's see what we got here. He's going to do a hog attack for sure. Just a few hogs up on the bottom here. Take out a few defenses, and obviously wants to get in there and get that sea sealer. Once that archer tower goes down, they move into the mortar, which is in range. You see a few troops coming out there. I think he's got a redhead in the CC. Did I see that right? No, he doesn't. Just witches and wizards and all that. Witches and archers. Brings them over to the side here. Anchor. Barbs go down for distraction. Witches go down, and the queen backing it all up. Pretty interesting angle he took at this. I would have come in from the bottom, just to get to that queen in that big open compartment there. But he comes in from the side here, drops that golem, just to do some tanking. Obviously, he's going to start dropping some wizards, create that funnel. As the queen and all that clean up the last little bit of those CC, another golem up top there, and another wizard to break the funnel on that side. So once everything gets created here, he is going to drop his jump spell and his king to send right in and get at that queen as quickly as possible. You see all those skeletons locking onto the defensive king, which is a nice bonus just to go ahead and take it out. Maybe that's why he came from this direction. But regardless, right there, the king goes down. Very patient on the king. Very good job. Made sure the funnel was created and the king didn't stray. Then right there, here in just a moment, the king is going to lock onto that defensive queen. But the hogs have already started, starting that surgical deployment, just working his way around the base a little bit. He's got 8 left. Still has not dropped a heal. Right there, those skeletons pop, and the hogs get to that X-bow, high HP building. Goes ahead and drops his first heal, and then comes in from the side with the remainder of his hogs. And another perfect heal placement. 4 defensive buildings right there in a spot. The hogs are going to have to spend some time there. Go ahead and give them a heal. And then, of course, the one in the core with the double Teslas there. So beautiful job. Everything placed perfectly. I can't critique this really anyway. Just an absolutely perfect attack. Everything deployed where it should be. Great angles, great heal placement. Just great, man. Hold My Beer is really killing it. He's turning into a very, very good raider. Very solid, consistent. So just keep it up, buddy. All right, moving along. We're making pretty good time, I guess. Let's see how far we are here. 27 minutes for 13. It's really about an hour-long video. Maybe not quite. The old general. Here we go. You knew we had to have a general in here somewhere. Dropping a few minions, just creating that funnel on that side. Sorry, guys. My mouth's getting dry from all the talking. And then a little bit more on the other side there. A few hogs coming from the top. Just going to get that defensive building taken down and the sea sealer. But at this point, he's already got his funnel made, which is awesome. He's just got to get everything out here to the corner, to his anchor. And then it's going to be start taking them out. Barbs, witches, normal kill squad stuff there. Good, nice and patient on his witch deployment. Pausing in between the two, keeping that stream of skeletons coming a little more steady. The queen's taking out quite a few there. Just got to get caught up to where she can get to that witch, and it'll all be over. And then he is going to start his deployment. Let's see. He's going to go, golem go down. Obviously, he's got a jump spell. I love the jump spell placement. Okay, guys? Instead of dropping it up here and connecting all that, he forces his golem into that compartment where the giant bombs are. So good jump spell placement. Hold My Beer. Very, very nice. Goes ahead and starts with the hogs. The king is going in there. The queen's locked on. Actually, sorry, he doesn't have his king, but the troops are locked onto the queen. So he goes ahead and starts in with his hog deployment from the side here, taking out a few things, and also forcing all those troops down to the bottom where he knows all those bombs are. Right here, sending his hogs in, just 4-finger drop basically. Coming in and dropping those heals right where you need them. And then boom, A few hogs trigger all the bombs on the left side, but very few, and only like 1 or 2 go down to it. And on the right side, they sort of trigger them one at a time here, so that was nice. Last heal spell right there where you knew the hogs were going through that last bomb and in range of a few defensive buildings. So right there, everything pretty much over at this point. We'll start to fast forward as those group of hogs take out those last few defensive buildings and then turn around, target onto the skeletons and the king, while the queen and all the other troops help clean up. So very, very nice. Steamroll Cole. Sorry, I didn't even say who it was when we started. Steamroll Cole killing the general. Good job. Okay. Down to 14. Hold my beer. 6-star Warf. Hold my beer. Good job, buddy. Let's see. Another hog attack. He is going to... Where's he coming from? From the top here with just a few balloons. Take out that archer tower that's sort of blocking the CC lure. Once it goes down, the balloons start going in, and then obviously drops a few hogs. If there's any balloons right there, which there are, you got to get those pulled out with some kind of ground troops. So gets the CC lure and a couple of defensive, a couple of defensive buildings. So good value for his troops there. Brings him over to the side here, drops his anchor, normal kill squad stuff here. You're going to see some barbs go down. You're going to see the witches be deployed. Good hesitation between the 2 witches and the queen. So perfect, everything good there. You know that they're going to take care of the job over there, no problem. So now it's just a matter of getting in to get to that queen. Obviously, he's got the jump spell for the golem here. He's going to bring 2 golems, one right there and one sort of down south a little bit. Wizards behind to create the funnel. Right there's the other golem, and again followed up by a few wizards. Just going to get that funnel nice and wide so that he knows the king has nowhere to go but straight in there to that defensive queen right there. It's okay to drop him. He's not going to stray. The jump's right in front of him, and there's the queen pulling him in. Then he just comes in from the bottom with a couple of hogs here. Really nice the way he put that spell down there, because on, what was that, 2, 4, 5 defensive buildings, the hogs are constantly under heal. Did lose a few to spring traps there, but then just starts working sort of a counterclockwise around the base here. Few more heal spells, and pretty much everything's underway, because you see how devastating the kill squad was on the left side with those 2 golems to really do a lot of tanking, give those troops a lot of time. It's already dead, so really his hogs only had to take out half of the base. This goes back to the how to go ho wee wee attack strategy video. You sort of draw that line where you think your kill squad is going to handle and what you think your hogs are going to handle, and basically it was right down the middle. Kill squad, you get this half the base. Hogs, you get this half. Meet you in the middle, and that's exactly what happened. Hold my beer, just absolutely wrecked it. Good job, man. All right, moving on. I think 15. I think it's a 30 versus 30 war. So next attack will be halfway through. Hope you guys are still enjoying it. Boom, 15. Queen Cookie. All right, what do we got here? This looks like a sort of a variation of the general, I suppose. Drops a giant. And a few hogs just coming in, getting that CC lure. We got to get a defensive. Nope, that one hog got in range, so that was good. And that one hog in range was all it took with those high level or high troop space balloon witch in there. They came out pretty quickly. So everything's working its way down towards the bottom here. Gets a few barbs out for distraction, and the witches to back everything up. The queen goes down, and everything starts dropping pretty quickly. Looks like she's going to bring 2 golem go-ho. Perfect for this base. You see those big compartments. If she can get a jump spell to let everything right there into the sort of the left and right compartments, you know the double bombs are in there, and you know that there are going to be a lot of defensive buildings taken out on the way in. So very good. Oh, she's just focusing on the left side. Okay, that's cool. Sort of forgot about the right side. Let the hogs handle that. Drop some wizards behind her golems to create that funnel. A few wall breakers right there to let everything in. And then the jump spell to get into the queen. So perfect job there. The queen's down here, so we're taking out a few defensive buildings on her own. The king goes down after that funnel's nice and wide. Nowhere else for him to go but in. And then as soon as he takes the jump spell, that queen's going to engage, and he's going to lock on right there. Boom. Takes out a double set of giant bombs. Smartly waits and uses the ability till the bombs are triggered, so all of her barbs don't instantly die. Then it sends hogs in from the right side, and again putting that heal spell down, pre-healing. A little bit risky here, because depending on how these die right there, but those hogs, that Tesla being a 2x2, let those hogs come in, and did get the trigger one at a time. So that was good. Then a few more hogs around the top with a hill for them, and then just, basically keeping the hogs standing in heels is all that matters. But again, with those 2 golems and that pretty high level queen, 23 queen back there, that gives you a chance to take out a pretty large section of the base, which it does. Last defensive building going down, skeletons being dealt with, and then just cleanup time. Absolutely killed it, Cookie. Good job. All right, halfway through. We are rocking and rolling. Here we go. Wow. All right. Let's see what we got for 16 here. 16 Poppy. What do we got, Poppy? Kind of a strange looking base. Poppy's a relatively new Town Hall 10, just 10-10 heroes. So a good attack by Poppy on this base. It's got pretty evenly matched to what Poppy is. So that's what you want out of somebody, is to be able to take out what they are essentially. Drops 3 golems on this one, and just backing it up with wizards, creating that funnel. And then obviously it's going to come in once the funnel is created with his king and queen. He has a lightning for the CC troops, so just going to let them come out as they will. Right there, he knows that the king and queen are pretty much going to the middle. The funnel's too wide for them to wrap around the base, so he can go ahead and drop them down. Queen's doing some work on those high HP buildings, and then as soon as the jump right there, boom, the king can be dropped anytime now, and he is going to go right in there and take that queen out. Letting the golems get out front, do a little bit of tanking, and then right there the CC troops start coming. Probably what he was waiting on there for the king, to make sure that those CC troops are targeting his golems and not his king. Right there the lightning comes down, boom, pretty good placement there. I think he gets, I don't know if that witch was dead or not. I couldn't tell if that or the queen took it out. Either way, it goes down, and the defensive queen. Then just starts in with his hog deployment here, coming in just sort of a surgical clockwise motion. Right there, the bomb goes off, but he does go ahead and drop a heal for him in that area. But really, just lost a few hogs. It's a good thing about surgical. You lose a few to a bomb, it's not going to be your whole wad. It's just a few. So right there, coming in, last few hogs go in, and the last heal spell right there, where that Tesla's going to pop. So good job there. Everything going down pretty quickly at this point. One more bomb goes off with just a glancing blow to those hogs. They get back in the heal, and they're okay. We'll fast forward here because pretty much everything's over. Has a few wizards to drop to help clean up, and has enough hogs to get the job done. They're chasing this king. I don't know where he's going, but they chased him down, got him taken care of, and they're going to clean up, get the 3-star. Good job, Poppy. All right. These bases don't get too weak down here. We'll see what we got still. 17, Byron taking on 17. All right, he's got some redheads in here. You guys will like that. Let's see what he's got planned here. Where are we at? Man, he used most of his time. Let's look at the timer there, 3 minutes. He had maybe just a few seconds to spare. Let's see. He's down to 5. Yeah, he might have a little time. Pretty close though. Used most of the attack time. 10 seconds before he dropped one. Let's see, he was using the whole 15 seconds there. Goes ahead and drops down a few golems, wizards to back everything up. Just obviously creating his funnel here. He wants to get those Valks to the core. He got a jump spell. He's going to put on that junction. Yep, right there. Going to let everything all the way into the core if it wants to go that far. Valks go down almost immediately. Get him in there. Now, right here's the only real threat. He's got a rage and hopefully a heal spell for him right there. Yep, he does. Still got to be careful because those level 6 wizards can take out Valks even under heal if they get targeted on a big group of them. Let's see how many come out of there. It's hard to tell right now. King's in there. Let's see. You see any redheads in there? No, I don't think there is any. That's what I'm telling you guys. With Valks, the only threat to them, those level 6 wizards absolutely destroyed that group of Valks, even under a heal. You've got to have some kind of plan to keep those Valks. Once those wizards are dead out of the CC troops, you're fine. Send them in there, put a heal on them. Nothing's going to hurt them. Not double bombs, not a king or queen, not Teslas. It doesn't matter. Nothing's going to hurt them. But right there, he lost every Valk he had to those clan castle and the DPS that was coming in there in the core. Still managed to get the 3-star, set those hogs in, and those hogs just absolutely went to work, taking out most of the defenses in the base. He's got just one hog left here, but he does have his queen, level 30 queen with an ability. She's going to work her way around and sort of be the hero on this one. This is why it took so long. He lost his Valks. which, you know, just had a ripple effect throughout the entire attack. Golem right there, still able to do some tanking, so boom, that helps a lot. As the queen works her way over, the Golem's going to be taking the brunt of it, not the queen. And he does still have the queen ability. He'll use it right here to help get through that last little bit and take out that cannon. And it's all over right there. So good job, Byron. But try to have a plan to keep those Valks away from those CC troops. That is their kryptonite. All right, 18, Lunchbox. Here we go, another semi-form of the general. He's going to do a lot of loon attack, so that's cool. Coming in, let's see, from the side over here, Noller just dropping the golem, dropping some wall breakers, some wizards to create that funnel, and some minions down the bottom side to create it. Queen's already down. As soon as that everything gets created on the bottom side, he'll drop that king. Right there, it's clear to drop the king. Send it right in to the queen, but I guess he's just going to let those other troops take it out. CC troops are coming out, but right there he goes and drops the lightning. He's going to get most of those. Interesting drop on the king there. I'm not sure what the goal was there, because now he's got to deal with the CC troops that are coming out. The defensive queen did go down, but right there, boom, uses the king's ability. That's going to help and get the last few CC troops down. Now he's got to get in here and get at least one of these air defenses. The queen's back here working on a storage. We'll see what she moves on to after that. Onto the mortar. I don't know that she's going to get an air defense. We'll see how this goes. It's interesting here. Obviously, it's a 3-star, but things aren't going right there. She locks onto an air defense right there. She's going to get at least one. Then the X-bow, she's locked onto it. I think that'll be it for her. She's pretty much out of juice at this point. But the damage is done. It's going to coming in from the top. Lava Hound go down, few balloons, Rage Spell, boom. Now it's just going to work that counterclockwise motion on this base, everything working their way around. Had this been a little bit more upgraded base, some of those other last few defenses maxed out, this might not have panned out. But it was, you know, it did. I guess it was mostly maxed out. There's a few archer towers that weren't maxed, but that's about it. I guess he wrecked this base pretty hard, actually. I take that back. It's a good attack. Good job, Lunchbox. I would have went ahead and set the king in earlier to help take out those CC troops and to help tank for that queen, but it's hard to critique a 3-star, and you did obviously 3-star this. Pups going everywhere, lots of balloons left over, even has a Lava Hound that didn't quite get busted, and still got the 3-star, so good job. All right. Let's see here. 19, Zang. What is up with Zang? Let's see what he's got. He's going to do a lot of attack. Okay, no lures, got the lightning for it. Golem goes down, wizards to create the funnel. Queen goes down, working her way up into the base. Obviously wants to get at the defensive queen and to that one air defense there. Interesting jump placement. I'm not sure if he just sort of misclicked that or if that's what he wanted. That's interesting. Just barely letting him into that one compartment. There's the lightning for the CC troops. It's going down. You see that the queen is taking out what's left over after that, and then already taking out that first air defense. And the air attack is already started. Sending in his hounds early, and I think that's actually pretty smart. You have that one air defense that's not fully upgraded, so he wants to make sure that the hounds get in there and get some damage taken, so they do bust eventually. Sends in his last one here because he's got 4 hounds, you know. You want to get them all busted, and if you don't have all max level air defense, especially when you're taking one out before it ever starts, sometimes you can end up with a couple of Lava Hounds left over. But not in this case. He's got most of them busted, and then look at that last one just get swarmed by traps and everything on that last air defense, but too little too late. He's got lots of balloons closing in on it. The pups are on the back side doing some cleanup. He's got a few wizards on this side doing some cleanup, and then right there the last defensive building goes down. So absolutely crushed it, Zang. Good job, buddy. Man, that was a fast one there. Real quick attack. All right. Let's see. Number 20. 2/3 of the way down after this one. Noah. Let's see what Noah's got working for us. Where are you coming from, Noah? He's going to do a hog attack. Doesn't look like surgical because he's got the one giant which he's using for the lure there. Oh, he's got 2 giants. Drops a giant, a few hogs up top, and then right there they're going to come in. Ooh, there's giant bombs there. They would have triggered them, so that was a good place to deploy it. They just weren't there. Gets the CC lure. Going to bring it over to the side here, the queen side, obviously. Let's see. Did this guy even have? This guy didn't even have a witch. Huh. No witch, so that's going to go down pretty quickly. He drops his witches and his queen, Everything's going to be taken out. Nothing to tank for them, so they're going to go down just shot after shot. Then the balloon's the only thing left to worry about. Goes ahead and drops his golem. Minion down at the bottom with a wizard to get that funnel on that side. The kill squad's already created the funnel on the other side, and then a few wall breakers just to let everything in. Golem starts moving forward. Queen obviously comes out to meet him, and then the king goes down. The witches are obviously sending their skeletons in there as well. So the defensive queen's going to go down very quickly. Right there, uses the king's ability, and boom, she's toast. Then does go ahead and send one giant down here just to tank for a little bit and start sending a surgical deployment on his hogs just around the bottom of the half of the base pretty much. He does have 6 hogs left. We'll see where he puts those. Giant bomb goes off, and he does go ahead and give those hogs a heal. Good heal placement on both those quad Teslas. You got to cover that up with heals. And then just sends his last few hogs in. Again, with that third heal, just stacking them in there, but that was smart. That's where all the damage was. That's where the hogs were going to spend all their time. So just keeping those guys healed. Perfect job. We'll start to fast forward because this one's already over. The hogs have just a few defensive buildings. Ooh, that giant bomb. That's interesting. He's losing hogs fast here towards the end, but I guess the damage was already done. They're chasing the king down. Still got some hogs flying. The traps going everywhere. But absolutely killed it. Base is done. Let's see. He's got king still up. His queen's down, but a few hogs, a few wizards. Plenty of cleanup troops. Good job, Noah. All right, bottom third. Let's see what we got here. 21 Pico. What did Pico get? It's like I don't even know what this is. It's like an upside down kind of mirrored image of a, oh, that's weird. That's a weird base. Kind of like an inverted general, sort of, but not really. I don't know. Let's see what he's got here. He's got a Goho. He's going to queue up. Coming in from the bottom, just a few hogs to get that CC lure. Doesn't even have to take a defensive building out before they're in range. So very easy lure. Takes out the wizard tower and gets the CC emptied out. These guys have the same thing in their CCs. Don't do that, guys. Mix it up. Keep them guessing. You guys saw it on one of my live attacks not too long ago. None of it that guy's clan mates had, 20 archers in there. Someone should do that. Just throw it out there. It could, when you get to where everyone's doing the same thing, witch, balloon, 2 or 3 wizards, and some archers, then everyone's prepared for it. There's no surprises. Nothing can catch anyone off guard. So try to mix it up a little bit. CC getting taken care of. A few golems go down. Wizards to create the funnel. He's just wanting to get in there to that queen. And you see that one long compartment goes all the way from one side of the base to the other. So all you got to do is drop the jump spell to let him in right there. King's going in now. Nowhere else for him to go. So once he gets in range, he'll lock onto that queen. Right there, uses the ability. She's done. Now he can start his hog attack. Just coming in from the top here. Good usage of giants there. Look at how much point defense is up there. That's when the giants are worth it. You see right there, the hogs have taken out the first 2 defensive buildings by the time the giants went down. They were untouched until 2 defensive buildings were down. Now they took down the next 2 very quickly and just moving on from there. Has a heal down for him. You see the kill squads all the way into the core. Still doing some work there. That's nice. And then just sending in his last few hogs on the backside here with another giant for him. Heal spell there. Perfect. Everything's perfect so far on this attack. Can't critique it at all. You see he had all 4 bombs right there. Those golems walked right through, triggered all 4 of them. So that threat's over. The hog, he's got 1 heal left. He's obviously going to drop it down here on the last. Actually, he didn't even use it. Sorry about that. Say he's going to drop it, but he didn't. Didn't have to use it. So absolutely killed that base. Good job, Pico. We'll fast forward as those troops get the cleanup. Right there, 3-star. Good job, buddy. All right, 22. Here we go, KT. KT taking on 22. Let's see. KT's got 14, 15 heroes, so not super high. Pretty low actually for OneHive as far as heroes go. He's a pretty new, what we would call a pretty new Town Hall 9. But he's doing a good job coming in from the bottom, dropping a golem, wizards to create the funnel. You see, some of these things are just, every attack, same thing, but that's what works. So pay attention to those things that you see in every attack, no matter what it is. Then just drops the jump spell, the king and queen are right there on it quickly, but the funnel was made, so that's all good. They're going to go in. As soon as that storage goes down, that queen's going to get right there. The king locks on. Now he does have a double set of bombs. Uses the ability, and I would have had trouble waiting there because the king was getting low on life, but patient enough to wait for the double bomb set to go off, then uses the ability so all of his barbs don't go down. He did get some use out of those, so that's nice. The queen does go down, CC troops go down, Air defense goes down. Now he starts his lava hound attack, just working it in. And this is what I'm talking about here. Look at this. He's coming right at the air sweeper, and nothing. Doesn't even affect it. I know this is not the most upgraded base, but still, the air sweeper needs a buff or needs something. That was not a terribly placed air sweeper. It was pointed right the direction from that air attack coming in, and it basically had no effect. It just needs a buff. That's all there is to it. It's pretty worthless right now. Right there, perfect placement on that rage there, that last rage. And right here comes the last lava hound to do some tanking. Maybe a little bit late on that last lava hound. Not too bad, but just could have been a little earlier. Saved him a balloon or two. Then the last few balloons coming in. If he'd had a rage right there, that'd have been sweet, but didn't need it. Right there, last lava hound goes pop. We'll fast forward because he has a massive amount of balloons left for just a few defensive buildings. Good amount of lava pups on the backside doing cleanup, so no question going to be a 3-star. Good job, KT. Okay, moving along. Where are we at? 23. Steamroll Call. Is that not a 6-star war for Steamroll? Good job, buddy. All right, look at this base. Fully upgraded except for X-bows and air defense. Pretty much one wizard tower. Makes no sense to me. That's a very strange way to upgrade your base, but whatever. Comes in from the side, golem, few wall breakers, wizards to create the funnel, queen backing everything up. Once the funnel's good and created, going to send in, I thought he had the king. He does not have the king. So he's doing this without his king. Very nice. CC troops coming out, lightning spell, very patient on the lightning spell, good placement, takes out everything that needs to be taken out. Only thing left is that balloon, but the queen will handle that, and a wizard there, sorry. One air defense already down, so once that wizard goes down, now it's time to start the lava hound attack. You see he's only got 3 lava hounds, but, you know, that's all he needs on this one apparently. Did he bring, 3 lava hounds? What did he bring? I'm going to look at his army comp on the end of this one. That's a strange army composition. No, he's got 4. I'm sorry. I missed one. He must have already dropped it when I looked down. 4 lava hounds. That sounds better. Just working his way around this counterclockwise. You know, this flower style base, this is pretty susceptible to a good Laloon attack like this. Just 1 air defense taken out with your queen kill, and then the rest lava hounds and balloons. Drop your rages. It pretty much handles it pretty well. So good attack by Steamroll. Good, good army to bring for this base. Right there, that last lava hound's doing all the tanking for that air defense. You see the air sweeper, but really just not doing anything. Just pushing them back just a few. Of course, these aren't the maxed out air sweepers, but still, they're just pretty pathetic. They're pretty worthless. We'll start to fast forward as the last defensive building goes down. The queen still, I didn't notice that queen was still up, but boom, she goes down there. I thought she got taken out, but I guess she didn't. Good job, Steamroll. Good job on the 6-star war. Keep it up, buddy. Still got a lava hound, but no problem. All right. What do we got now? 24. Jagger. What's Jagger got? Jagger's got a sort of a general variant. He's going to attack here. Going to do it with hogs. Go-ho. Looks like he's probably got 2 golems and, for the kill squad down here. Going to send a few hogs in right there. Beautiful job getting all the way in to take out 1 bomb and get the CC lure with a defensive building, almost a second defensive building. So really nice job there. Brings them all over to the side here. A few barbs for distraction. He brought his CC kill squad there, so that's interesting. He only has 1 golem. I said 2. Just the 1 with the CC kill squad. Drops the queen to back all that up. It's going to go fine. Everything's going down for the most part. A few wizards to help flank a little bit. Then right here, the golem goes down, sending it in towards that archer tower. Another wizard to create the funnel. I would have dropped that wizard 1 higher because that king, you just never know. You got to be careful with that. But the queen's right there, already drawing attention. King's going in. Again, good jump spell placement, keeping them in that compartment with the double giant bombs. You don't want them going anywhere else. You want them going into that compartment. So perfect job not connecting too many. They're going to work their way right through, and then boom, you see double bombs go off. Now only 1 bomb left on the map, and he's got 20 hogs. So all he's going to do is just send them in here, basically a 2-finger drop coming in from different sides. Start dropping those heal spells right here towards the core, and boom, right there in the middle. Pretty good job because they're all going to converge back onto 1 heal spell. Anytime you can do that, it's a bonus. You're going to get a lot more out of it. Then he can go ahead and drop a heal spell right in the core for those expos, but I guess he's not going to. I would have dropped the heal spell there. but he's just going to put it right there. That's fine. They're back into it. Still has quite a few hogs left. They're going to get onto this second bomb right here. Boom. Oh, look at that. One hog peeled off and triggered that bomb for him. Perfect. Now he's still got a heal spell left. He can drop it right here or hold on to it. He's being very, very patient with his heals. I would have dropped him a little earlier just because I sort of go by that saying, you know, you can't heal dead hogs. So get him down when you can because he's got a few hogs left here. Probably could have had a few more had he dropped that heal a little earlier, but no big deal. Gets to deal with the king under heal, so that's always a bonus. Queen's still up. Wizards everywhere helping with cleanup. Few hogs that are left. Get into that core. Take out that CC. Good job, man. All right. Only a few left here. What do we got? We're on 25. 25. Jagger again. 6-star war for Jagger. Good job, man. You'll see Jagger's, you know, he's got the 15 heroes. He's hitting a little lower, but really this is the, you know, Jagger is sort of the minimum requirement at this point for what we take. So it's just the way it is. I mean, you're not going to see much lower than that. I know Poppy had 10, but he was a sort of a homegrown Town Hall 8 moving up, so that's a little different. Just drops a few hogs, get the CC lure, and then going to bring them over to the side here. Oh, goodness. All right, how are we doing on time? Yeah, 55 minutes. This is going to be over an hour, you guys. I hope you guys like this. Last one was an hour, and you guys enjoyed it, so hopefully you enjoyed this one as well. Just this normal kill squad stuff. A few barbs for distraction, witches, wizard. Queen goes down. Then just going to send in a few minions on the bottom to get that funnel started. Golem going down. Going to need to put a wizard up top to make that part of the funnel. It's the wall breaker. Get everything open up. The king, ooh, that was risky. It worked out for him, dropped it at a good angle, but really I would have dropped an extra wizard up there, take out that army camp to make sure that king didn't go for a walk. I've just had it happen too many times to me lately. But it drops the jump spell. The king's obviously going to get in there on that queen, take her out, and now he can start the hog attack. Let's see. He's just going to come in, sort of just a 2-finger drop here. All but 6 of them. Comes real heavy on his first deployment. Does have a giant bomb go off there. Drops a heal for it. He's got 6 hogs. Let's see where he's going to... Second bomb goes off there. Pretty much everything, you know, in the core is working their way through, taking out a lot of stuff in there, so that's good. And then right here, I think he'll drop his last 6. Yep, just sort of reinforce his main group, keeping them together so that they're all standing in the hill when he drops it right there. That's nice. And again, you see that core, that king's been in there working on that. The queen's doing a little bit of work herself. Has 1 heal spell left, which is plenty. You drop it right over that archer tower and those Teslas. Well, actually, you could do a little bit higher. I'd have dropped it a little bit lower there. But 1 bomb goes off, no problem. They're going to come in. That last bomb is going to trigger, but just get a glancing blow on a few of them. Last few defenses go down. We'll fast forward. King sort of returns back over here. The hogs are going to work their way over there. Take him out in just a moment. Right there, boom. And the queen finishes up top. Hogs down low. Beautiful attack, Jagger. And good job. Good 6-star war, man. All right, 26. Poppy. This is a 6-star war for Poppy as well. 10-10 heroes, just like we were talking about a moment ago. What's he going to do here? Strange looking base. Where are we going from, Poppy? He's probably just going to do a lure. No, he's got a lightning for the CC. He's not going to lure. Coming in from the bottom. 2 golems go down. He just wants to get into that ginormous compartment. I don't blame him. He gets in there. The queen's going to come out. Obviously, chance for double bombs in there. So just dropping his golems, create his funnel with his wizards. Queen right up the middle there. That's good. Few wall breakers going in. Everything's distracted by that golem, so that's perfect. Gets it all opened up, and then right there, once that funnel's nice and wide, goes ahead and drops his king, and everything's going to be heading right up the gut. So that's good. Actually being pretty patient with this king, probably waiting to make sure the CC troops are coming out. Not sure. Goes ahead and drops it there. King going in. Here comes the queen. She's locked on, doing a little bit of tanking. The golem is right there. You see double giant bombs going off. As soon as that goes, he's going to drop the lightning for the CC troops. Uses King's ability. Just try to get all that taken out very quickly. And then while that's already, I mean, it's engaged, it's decided pretty much. He's going to send his hogs in. The queen did not go down to the king just because all those troops were there at the same time, but the offensive queen locks on just in time to take it out. Then just a surgical hog deployment around the base. He has the heal spells left over, no problem. has a few bombs that are out there still. Not sure where they're at or if they're going to get triggered. But drops the heal spell in the last group of defensive buildings. Right there's a bomb, boom. But the hogs are standing in heal, so no problem. Take out those skeletons. And really not a lot of cleanup troops, but didn't need a lot. You know, he had a good wad of hogs left and a few wizards. That's pretty much all you need for a good cleanup squad. So good job, Poppy. All right. Let's see where we're at. 27. Really, the last few of these are going to be, I think, Town Hall 8s. Or I think they might even have a Town Hall 7, so we'll fast forward through that. But we got a few attacks left. A few hogs coming in from the bottom. Easy CC lure. Really could have just used a giant, but I like that. I like going ahead and using the extra few troop space and getting a defensive building taken out for us. So good job there, Digix. Excuse me. Just bringing them down here to the bottom. Again, now Digix, again, is a homegrown Town Hall 9 that just came up. You can see they're a level 3 queen, so very low level heroes on this one. Digix is brand new to Town Hall 9. Gets them bunched up down here at the bottom, working it back and forth with a little bit of Barch, a few distractions, and then I like that. A few distractions on the barb there, and then went ahead and opened it up with some wall breakers while the barb was tanking for all those troops. What are we doing here, Digix? Bring it to the side, distracts. Huh, look at that. Distracts with a golem, drops just a bunch of wizards. Just queen just took it out, sort of. I love these Town Hall 8s. You can tell they're just used to dealing with it that way, and they're comfortable dealing with it that way, so that's what they do. Then just drops the jump spell, gets right into the queen. The queen's already dead. You see the hogs are ready to go at this point. Let's see, probably going to do, let's see, drops a giant, just a few hogs, just a surgical. I'm sorry about that. My timer on my grouping notifications up. We've been taking so long. Drops a surgical hog deployment all the way around the base, and then just starts dropping the heals in those compartments that obviously contain the giant bombs. So protecting the hogs that are left. Last heal will be right there in the middle for all those quad Teslas. Perfect job on the heal placement and the hog deployment. Absolutely crushed it. So good job, Digix, stepping up as a new Town Hall 9. What are you waiting on that last heal spell for? Just didn't use it. Okay, well, that works too. Didn't need the last heal. Could have used it right there, but I guess had plenty of time, plenty of troops. We'll fast forward as Digix gets the cleanup right there. Last few buildings going down. Good job. All right, 27. We got 28. What we got on 28? Varjo. All right, another new. So we had that group that came up as Town Hall 8 when we wanted to boost our numbers a little bit. When the new update came out with the clan XP and all that, and these guys have became young Town Hall 9s and doing a good job, obviously. Right here, jump spell goes down. King and Queen right there, just real quickly put them down. If you have buildings right in front of you and the walls are broken, you can do that and get away with it, which Varjo does here. CC troops start coming out, uses the King's ability to take out that Queen, drops the lightning for the CC, takes a good bit of that out, and the Queen picks up what's left. The defensive King goes down, and then now it's time for the Lava Hound attack. And you can see with this, the props for picking this, because with this particular base and having even level 1 hounds, it doesn't matter. This base cannot handle an air attack. Underdeveloped air defense all around the base, archer towers, air defense, everything's underdeveloped. So absolutely going to crush it with this. We'll start to fast forward just because it's a slow attack and it's a pretty easy base. Just working that counterclockwise motion all the way around. Got a few rages right there. Boom goes one. Perfect placement on that. Look how much value you're getting out of that with all those balloons there. And then the last Lava Hound and last few balloons go down. And the last rage. So absolutely killed it. Again, very underdeveloped air defense on that base. And Varjo took full advantage. We'll fast forward. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I had that an hour timer on that. And we are running about an hour and 3 minutes. But we're about done. Right there, 3-star. Boom. Okay. Last couple bases here. 29, KT taking it out. What is this? Town Hall 8. Yeah, we'll just fast forward. Town Hall 9 just taking I don't think we had any Town Hall 8s in this war. All of our baby Town Hall 8s are now baby Town Hall 9. So this Town Hall 8 just had to be taken out by somebody. And KT just wrecks it with a bunch of dragons and balloons. Just absolutely crushes it. Good job. And the last one's going to be even worse, so we'll fast forward through it. But hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope you guys have enjoyed the the 50,000 celebration. I've got one more video I'm going to put out on it. As Ivan takes out this bottom one here, it's a Town Hall 7, looks like. One more video I'm going to put out on it. I hope you guys enjoy it, and then we'll get back to business as usual. But I've enjoyed it. It's a big milestone for me. 50,000. I never thought it would get to this size ever. Who knows how big it'll get? I don't know. I mean, it just, we're growing every day. You guys are still spreading the word and still enjoying the video. So as long as that's happening, I will continue to produce them. As long as I'm enjoying the game, that is. All right, that's it. Hope you guys like this one. Now, before I wrap this up, I want to show you something that I couldn't believe happened. As soon as we got done with this one, obviously we searched for the next one. It took a long time. It took an hour or two almost. But very pleased to say, boom, Reddit Lithium. I mean, we tried to match them, purposely hit the timer at the same time, failed, and 2 wars later, 3 wars later, we hit the button and we get the matchup. So looking forward to that. I hope you guys are. The war will be basically on Monday. We'll start real late Sunday night and go all through Monday. So I'm sure they'll be streaming and all that good stuff. Good luck to you guys at Reddit Lithium. I got a lot of guys over there that I know that are supporters of the channels that I've talked to from way back. So really going to be a friendly, good, competitive war. And I hope everyone's looking forward to it. Until next time, Jake from OneHive reminding you guys to suck less.